Catalonia, a vibrant region in northeastern Spain with its own distinct language, culture, and history, has long been at the forefront of the push for independence from Spain. The desire for Catalan sovereignty has been a defining aspect of the region's political landscape, shaped by a complex interplay of historical grievances, cultural identity, economic factors, and political dynamics. To understand why Catalonia seeks independence, it is essential to delve into the motivations that underpin this long-standing movement. Historical context. Catalonia's quest for independence is deeply rooted in its historical experiences, marked by periods of autonomy, cultural flourishing, and political repression. As one of Spain's wealthiest and most industrialized regions, Catalonia has a long tradition of self-governance dating back to medieval times. However, this autonomy was curtailed with the Spanish conquest of Catalonia in the 18th century, followed by periods of centralization and repression under authoritarian regimes such as Francisco Franco's dictatorship. Cultural identity and language rights. Central to Catalonia's desire for independence is its distinct cultural identity, anchored in the Catalan language, traditions, and heritage. Catalan culture has flourished despite centuries of political and linguistic repression, with a vibrant literary, artistic, and intellectual tradition that reflects the region's unique identity. Language rights have been a focal point of the Catalan independence movement, symbolizing the region's determination to preserve and promote its linguistic and cultural heritage in the face of perceived marginalization by the Spanish state. Economic grievances. Economic factors also play a significant role in Catalonia's quest for independence. As one of Spain's economic powerhouses, Catalonia contributes disproportionately to the Spanish economy through its wealth generation, industrial output, and tourism revenues. However, Catalans argue that they do not receive a commensurate level of fiscal autonomy or investment from the central government, leading to feelings of economic exploitation and resentment. The perception of unfair taxation and unequal distribution of resources has fueled calls for greater fiscal autonomy or outright independence from Spain. Political representation and self-governance. Catalonia's aspirations for independence are also driven by a desire for greater political representation and self-governance. Despite being granted a degree of autonomy within the Spanish state, Catalonia has experienced tensions with the central government over issues such as language policy, education, and taxation. Calls for independence represent a push for greater control over internal affairs, as well as a rejection of what some Catalans perceive as interference and imposition by the Spanish authorities. Democratic legitimacy. Support for independence in Catalonia has been bolstered by democratic legitimacy, with successive regional governments advocating for the right of Catalans to decide their own political future through democratic means. The holding of a controversial independence referendum in October 2017, despite being declared illegal by the Spanish government, underscored Catalonia's determination to assert its right to self-determination and sovereignty. While the referendum resulted in a majority vote in favor of independence, the process was marred by controversy and a heavy-handed response from the Spanish authorities. Conclusion. Catalonia's quest for independence is a multifaceted phenomenon rooted in historical, cultural, economic, and political factors. The movement reflects Catalonia's deep-seated desire for self-determination, cultural preservation, and greater autonomy within the Spanish state. While the path to independence remains fraught with challenges and uncertainties, Catalonia's determination to assert its identity and aspirations for sovereignty will continue to shape the region's political landscape and its relationship with the Spanish state in the years to come.